Good morning from New York. I am Dr. Christine Lee, procrastination coach. Today, live with a lesson about the forces that keep us stuck and the way to beat those very powerful forces. First of all, I just wanted to empathize with any of you who currently are stuck, because it's really amazing how easy it can be to feel stuck and to stay stuck, despite the fact that there's so many opportunities, so many resources that we have these days, and so many ideas that we have in our own hearts and minds. So certainly it's a human, good morning, Larry, a human experience to feel stuck and to be upset about being stuck. And that's why I thought it was important to talk about this topic today. So in my opinion and my experience, the number one reason why people get into this rut or get into this position of being stuck is can be all those reasons, or that number one reason can be called resistance. And that is, I think, a psychological term, but it's kind of a regular term too. It's really any force that prevents us from moving forward towards our goal. You could also define resistance as any thought or feeling that is in direct opposition to where we want to see ourselves or our goal. So that's actually a kind of back end trick for figuring out how to get out of your resistance, how to extract yourself from that stuck position. You want to think to yourself, how do I reverse the processes that have caused this resistance to come into play? And so today I have 3 ideas for how to beat your resistance. But before I do that, I wanted to say some examples of how resistance might be showing up in your own life. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, it's going to take too long. That would be resistance. You might say, oh, the situation, it just feels so risky. Without even thinking about it, you're resisting. You might want to say that, oh, starting this new project, it feels so scary. All of a sudden you're resisting and your body's not moving. You might say, oh, it's just, I'm not good enough. And that, of course, is the grand piece de resistance. It is like the massive piece of resistance for all of us, is that we don't feel like we have what it takes to move forward. So all of these things, as small as these statements are, think about how large their impact is on our productivity, on our enthusiasm, and our ability to get things done. So now, I want you to think to yourself, oh, all these minor thoughts, they really don't matter, because when I decide that I'm going to get to my goal with 100% certainty, we no longer have to deal with our resistance. We no longer have to be calculating all those minor risks that are those ideas that are floating through our heads. So again, the 3 tips to beat your resistance and to get rid of those blocks and those things that are making you stuck are: 1, make yourself immune to all things fear, all things comparison, all things resistance. It really doesn't matter what anybody thinks about what you're doing. It only matters that you feel committed to attaining your goal. It doesn't matter how long you take, how much money you spend, any of those things. As long as you have a reasonable plan for yourself that you can execute, all of those risk ideas and resistance ideas go out the window. They no longer matter. Second tip is you want to build up over time your capacity for perseverance. The longer you're able to stick with things, the greater success you're going to see longer term. Perseverance really separates those talented people who don't produce anything and those talented people that are on stage all the time, who sell their work, who get published, all of that. They just stick with it. They just stick with things longer than other people. And the third and last tip is focus, keep your focus on what you're going to gain at the end of the game, not on all the little risks, because what you're going to gain at the end is likely going to trump all those little risks. You're going to get more fame, more money, more publishing credentials, more experience, more learning, more exposure, more memories, and all of those things, that big bucket of what you're going to win and what you're going to gain at the end. That's really where life pays us so beautifully, like every single time. It rewards us for perseverance. It rewards us for being brave. Good morning, Inga. It rewards us for sticking our necks out sometimes when we feel scared, even though we feel scared. So to recap, get rid of all those things that are making you feel stuck. You can do that just as easily as you can think of ways to not move forward. You can think of ways to get yourself moving again. So remember to forget those comparisons and those fear thoughts. Remember to build up your energy reserves and your skill of perseverance. And you do have that skill. And remember just to keep your eye on the goal instead of all the scary thoughts that are running through your beautiful head. All right, have a wonderful day. Today was a little bit jumbled, but I hope you got my overall message because I think it's important. Go pick your goal for today and go slam it. All right. And again, I'm Christine Lee. If you don't know me, my last name is spelled L-I. I am procrastination coach. And you can find my website, which is currently under reconstruction, by a really lovely woman named Helen, and you're going to see this beautiful website soon. So in the meantime, if you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Procrastination Coach. I will see you next week, same time, Tuesday at 10, even though I'll be on vacation, but I'll show you where I'm at, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.